butterfly instantly stuck out to me. I'm going to say that this is probably one of the power spirit animals or insects that is going to be coming to you right now, if this reading resonates. So butterfly dreams, it's showing the metamorphosis between like the caterpillar, its cocoon, and then hatching into a butterfly. Although this looks a little bit like that moth that comes out during the daytime. I forgot what it's called. So I feel like this is kind of showing me that you have specific dreams that are coming to you right now. I was just thinking about the transition of the season. Some of you don't have seasonal transitions where you live, but the season is transitioning right now for me at the time of recording, which I am taking into account. Even though this is a timeless reading, that's going to represent the fact that something is in transition for you right now. So we have this theme of seasons as well as the evolution of the butterfly. And then we also have carefree timelessness. So I feel like this is a message for you that something is happening on its own timeline. Something is happening on its own, regardless of time. Regardless of if you think it should have happened in the past, if you think it should be happening now, or it needs to happen at a certain time, there's something very substantial. This may just be the evolution of your own life, and it's happening as it should in its own time. Sunflower really sticking out to me there for some reason. Sunflowers are really tall. They always face the sun. And I do believe they come out at the end of summer, which again, is that transitional period when things are changing. 1111 at the bottom of the deck, as well as quiet desperation at the top of the deck. So some of you, there's like a waiting going on for something to happen, or a ghosting going on for something to happen. And the universe is giving you a funny little nudge about that. Doesn't really mean that anything will happen or not, but I do feel that's in some of your energy. And there's a little bit of confirmation there. We'll get into the tarot in a bit to get really in depth, but I just felt like working with a lot of oracle cards for this reading for whatever reason. So let's get into what other messages are coming out. Found object, mystery, purge, North Star, and inner work. So the North Star is looking like that sunflower to me. Beautiful card, by the way. It's a little bit dark, so it might not focus on the card completely. Regardless. This is showing me that you found something within yourself. So a lot of you have been doing inner work lately, which is probably why I feel like the collective vibe has been shifting a lot in recent videos into like all of this advice about the self and stuff like that. So it's kind of like with found object, it makes me feel a little bit like childhood, getting back into touch with something from the past. Doesn't have to be childhood, but it could simply be a part of you that was disconnected even recently that you were more connected with before. I feel like that's coming back out within you. That's part of your metamorphosis. Purging and mystery seem to be coming out together. So things that don't give you finality or clarity, you're probably purging without getting those loose ends tied by means that you would usually look to get them tied. What I mean by that is people in your life, situations in your life that kind of felt like they were up in the air. It's like you're processing and purging those out without needing that person or that situation to have some kind of finality. It's like you're getting that finality by purging that out of your system energetically. North Star and inner work. Keep focusing on yourself and have that North Star. So when I'm saying North Star and when I see this card, I'm still thinking of the sunflower. So while we do have butterflies as like a strong symbol, sunflowers as well, maybe they'll start popping up for you in a synchronistic way, or maybe there's something to learn more about a sunflower for you if you feel that you resonate with that personally, right? But the inner work that you're doing is going to increase the visibility of that North Star for you to follow. And it's pretty much saying that all you have to rely on is yourself. All you need is yourself right now. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep continuing your momentum. Keep gaining strength. Keep looking and finding and creating your North Star. You're creating it. You're manifesting this direction, this life, this way of being, as much as it's also coming to you at the same time. So you're creating it, but there's also something coming to you that the universe is guiding you towards, if that makes sense. They're both the same thing, but they're also both very different at the same time. It's beyond human logic. I want to say. All right, so there's an unfinished death. Likely when it comes to heart or love. This is that ghosting 11/11 shit that came out when we pulled the other cards. I'm surprised that these want to talk about love, but they do. There is a connection that mirrors you. Moths coming out, symbolism of the moth, suns, North stars in the hand. I know it's not a North Star, but it's coming to me as a North Star. Don't argue about it. 2 candles. A compass there in the middle of this. There's this situation, there's this relationship, there's this soul that mirrors you. Now, disclaimer if it's your first time here. If it's not, you already know. But I think the whole twin flame soulmate stuff is kind of BS. You tell yourself that with somebody who's just hard to get, to keep yourself in a toxic cycle until you basically learn better to stop chasing. But there are rare circumstances, and there are other circumstances, 90% of you are not in that, where this person really is like a mirror of your soul in a very deep way. And I feel that that is reflecting this right here. That compass in the middle really sticks out to me, especially because we just spoke about the North Star, right? So this situation, relationship, whatever it was, I feel like it's unfinished. It looks dead, over. Maybe a bit of a painful ending there with those, I think they're maces hanging down at either side, both inflicting pain on each other, both saying get away from each other, right? And yet it's coming up in reverse. What does it say here? Evil, go away evil. Upright it says go away evil. So definitely a banishment, definitely a purge. There's a lot of negative energy there towards the end of that connection. For some of you, this is about a very toxic connection that you've completely purged from your life. It's over. I see the cord being cut. There's some of you that are here, and this is a very unfinished connection where it ended in a very abrupt and sudden way. Like there was a very dark energy, and you just pushed it out. You pushed it away. But I feel like now that distance is healing that energy. I still feel there's something unfinished going on here, especially with this kind of Ace of Cups energy coming through with the other card. There's clarity of the mind coming through for both parties after having potentially hurt each other. Mirroring each other is going to be more intense now, but you won't know it because you're not together with this person, but it's happening. I almost feel like the only thing that is not doubled is the image of the North Star. So it's like as you continue that inner work, as you continue letting go and moving away from things, that North Star almost leads you back toward each other. Which is the opposite of the kind of reading that I want to give for these types of connections. I really want you to focus on yourself and not the potential for the future with a specific person, because I feel that that is what gets a lot of you so lost. Next. Let's see what comes out of here. Rebirth and emerge coming straight from the cut. I love that rebirth is also showing the pumpkins rotting away, which is what the season is coming into, right? That season that we kind of open with. Summer's ending, Halloween season's coming. Let's see what comes out from these cards over here. Didn't even really, okay. What's going on here? This is the Holler Moon Oracle, but there's 2 different ones. I'm using the deck that both has the big moon and the little moon, just so you guys know, because I think a lot of you have actually purchased or clicked on the link when I provide it, but some of the decks that I use are combination decks. All right, what's going on here? What does the collective need to know? So time, first thing coming out again. This is being reiterated through the cards over and over. To be patient with something, I think it's to be patient with yourself, though. You're on your own timeline. Do not feel rushed. Take time for yourself right now. Past, strength, rebirth coming out again, and then glory after rebirth. Look at these two cards in succession. That's crazy. That is insane. So all of them, time and past. You're healing from something very substantial in the past. This could go all the way back to childhood. It could be a recent event that triggered something from childhood, but take your time with this healing process. Healing is just taking time to yourself to feel and to be. Don't think that you have to do anything too crazy. Like holistic stuff helps. Journaling, of course, helps. Meditation is a must. But for healing from these events and stuff, you mostly just need time to be with yourself and to acquaint yourself with who you are, where you are, and how you are, and to be able to enjoy your own company. And to let, I'm seeing the word despair, so to let all of the despair come up and actually just be with it, feel it, and acknowledge it, that actually helps it be removed eventually. Like depending how much you have and how much is linked to the past, it should all be coming up at certain times or like in waves or maybe little by little. It depends on your body, how you are. But I see you going through this purging ceremony, this purging time of your life where stuff is coming up, and just be with yourself. Just know to do that afterwards, or as you go through this. Again, you're going through a beautiful rebirth. It has to do with being strong, strength, rebirth, and then after that will come the glory, right? The emergence of the new, better, stronger you. And the other cards that came out here, we have visit, revival, closed, welcome. Oh, I just got shivers. That's weird. So some of you, again, there is somebody coming. Visit, revival from something that looked dead, from a door that was likely closed and opens once more. These fall readings, though, when the energy shifts into like Libra, Scorpio season, these readings get insane. Fucking insane. All right. From the Oracle door. What do you need to know? Let's do one from this one. If only we can just get one. What did we get? I don't know who she is or what she is. You guys are free to comment a description of this in the comment section so you guys can look and reference what this actually means. Just going intuitively, though, I see the moon, I see her in a river, feminine energy, connecting to your emotions. It's very important to understand the mysteries of yourself right now. That moon could also be a sunset. Something is sunsetting, something is being shed. It is time to get acquainted with your emotions. Don't run from them. You're figuring out the mysteries of yourself. Connect to spirit right now. In your own way. Moon water could be something to look up. Moonlight, moon water, probably. Like washing yourself with it even. What was that one? Corridor. Disintegration. Hunger. Awakener. Let's talk about corridor. That flew out. There's something opening up fast in your life. A door, a pathway is going to open. This is where you've always meant to be going, but it was blocked by that situation that is dying, that old version of you, whatever that was. It feels like it's kind of like, where do I go now? I thought that was my path, but no, that was the block. So whoever is changing with you, whatever's changing in your life, is changing to be part of this new frequency that you're going down. You're going to see when this door swings open, and your life will probably change drastically, but it's meant for you. This was like your high frequency path that you just weren't able to access because of all the BS that you didn't go through, right? I have a video that I'm going to make about, it's probably going to be for members, but it's about timelines. You know how people in like modern day spirituality, they're like, yeah, jump timelines. I'm going to jump timeline. I'm going to jump my timeline. I don't think it works like that. I don't think you can just jump timelines. You have like a set frequency, right? You could have the high vibe, right? Which means like your frequency is higher, which just means that you're like more attuned to better things. Or some people have like a lower frequency. They're more attuned to lower things, darker things, bad luck versus good luck, lighter things, positive manifestations, lower frequency lessons, people that suck, stuff like that, right? As you change your frequency, you change everything around you. You jump timelines by changing your frequency. That opens up the door to the timeline of that frequency. So you could stay in a low frequency all your life, and you're just staying in that low frequency timeline, that shitty relationship, that shitty job. You raise your frequency a little bit, there's a new timeline for you. But you can just stay there, right? I don't think you can change it as much as people say. You work on yourself, your frequency changes, and then you just kind of unlock the next timeline. Everyone has a highest timeline. Everyone has a lowest timeline, right? And the people that you meet along the way are just part of these different frequencies. Some people come in at different frequencies, et cetera, et cetera. I'll elaborate more on that later. What I'm saying here is that this is one of your higher frequency timelines that just opens, and it's like the gates of heaven open up for you. You find good people and good things there, right? You're leaving those lower frequency timelines that you could have spent more decades on. Disintegration and hunger. This feels again like that relationship, because the feeling of death, 13, transformation is all around you and this person, right? So that person is either exiting for good and to be replaced with someone else here, or that person is miraculously changing with you and you'll re-meet them, right? But something here is you got to be fearlessly letting go of things, right? Because I see you changing, possibly this person changing as well with Awakener. Big things coming your way, making big changes. Top of the deck, out of curiosity, is Trapped. Bottom of the deck is Ascension. Both kind of the same symbol. You were stuck. You were stuck for a long time. Now you're ascending. Not all of you watching. Some of you will remain stuck. You need to make really good choices and really take care of yourself. And you won't, right? Just because the tarot reader is saying something good's going to happen and you're not going to be stuck anymore doesn't mean it's going to happen. These videos, at least mine, show you what happens when you put in the work, when you try to, do good for yourself, when you try to change. If you don't, well, I don't know what to tell you. Let's start our tarot card reading, all right? So I'm being instructed to just go card by card, not really make like a coherent layout, but kind of act like they're oracle cards. So this might be a bit of a different style. The number 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. All right, first card coming out is the 9 of Wands. All right, This is about your third eye, keeping your third eye open and doing things to exercise your third eye. Be able to see clearly right now. Use different means to be able to improve your intuition. Be cleaning your third eye, be paying attention to spirit, be paying attention to spirituality right now. Walk with your tools, walk with your guides forward out of whatever you've kept yourself encased in. So this is a time where you can expand. You're alone. Some of you feel alone. You're meant to expand. Most of your guides right now are going to be natural tools, people, or things on the other side, and your own intuition. Once you face that fear and you come out and you expand, you're going to notice how much help is on your side. This is how you cross into the corridor of that higher timeline, by choosing to expand and facing your fear and connecting with spirit and the natural world. Eight of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. You're clearing your mind from a past of pain. I see you burying some things. Again, the death euphemism, as well as finding something new. There was a shitstorm in your past that made a lot of things dirty. These feels like your energy, chakras, stuff like that. Now you're cleaning them, finding more, exploring them, and your mind is going to be fresh and clear, if not already, to do the work that you now need to do, which is moving forward, which is trusting, which is facing fear. So excited for my collective. Five of Wands paired with the Knight of Wands. Victory in a fight. Shout out to Japan. We see that Japanese flag back there. Right, but I feel a lot of you, this is conflict with family or inner conflict because of family. Could be friends, could be chosen family. Doesn't feel like this is about romantic partnerships. Could be society in general. It doesn't feel like that for most people. It feels like family. You're coming out on top, and I see you moving away from that drama, and that's how you come out on top. You choose to just leave, or you're being asked, if you're in some kind of like unending BS drama, like family stuff, I feel like you're starting to wake up and realize, what the fuck, this dragged me down for so long, and there's no way out. No matter what I do, I can't carry this weight, this responsibility on my shoulders. And that's hard for you to do because you do feel that you like you know how to help them, or that you can, but like you no longer want to. Or even if you did give your opinion, give your help, try support financially, it wouldn't change anything. And it's a hard pill to swallow, but it's like these people, they have to change. You can't change them. I see you choosing a different path, and that path leads you to happiness. And that's done by walking away. Saying, listen, not my pigeons, not my nest, not my monkeys, not my circus. AKA not my problem. It's not your problem. It's been made to be your problem for a long time. I personally, I'll drop you with a really good advice bomb, and I see how you handle it. And if I see that you don't listen, I will never give you advice again, right? Not my problem, right? If you don't listen, if you're not ready to listen, or if you don't like value what I have to say, maybe that could be helpful. See how much someone wants to listen, how much this group of people want to listen, if they're actually changing, or if they're just stuck in their frequency, right? Because ultimately, that person has to change themselves. There's very few people that come along our path that we can actually change, right? We see most of it is we encounter people that would change because of us, but not because of something that we do, because of the energy that we're just at already. And the more keen you are to this, the more you kind of know that this person is going to be stuck in their ways, or if this person's ready to change, to transform. Last card. Speaking of change, transformation, and knowledge, we got the Pope. The Hierophant. Taurus energy. So this is about you becoming a leader. I'm also seeing like the Emperor with this too. So a little bit of Aries in there. It's like a mix of both energies. What's at the bottom really speaking to me? Fertility, that is definitely the Empress. Queen of Wands, very feminine energy. At the bottom of the deck, angels, women, etc. Top of the deck, Eight of Cups, Three of Wands, death. Okay. Some of the biggest transformation is with your feminine energy, your intuition, your loving, your creative, your sexual side. That's going on beneath the surface. There's a new chapter forming with that. A lot of you feel very abundant already. These white flowers sticking out like the glory card that we got earlier that she's holding. So some of you will be seeing those as confirmation that you're either on your way or you're already there. This is a new chapter, much closer to divinity starting for you. It's like sacred. Treat it that way. Treat yourself that way. But there have to be rules. There have to be boundaries, limitations, and routines that you will follow that will help sharpen and train you and help you stay on your path. At this time, it's very important to learn and to respect yourself. The biggest thing coming from this card is self-respect. A lot of you will be teaching, leading, or helping somebody along the way. But it may involve removing yourself from situations first that you cannot change. This clears up space for things and people that come in that would actually benefit from your energy and your help. In the past, you've dealt with a lot of anxiety, overthinking, spiraling thoughts. So right now, this is a time in your life where you're really meant to conquer that and get over that. So I'm seeing like books on psychology. Some of you might need that. Some kind of information to help you and your mind. But you also just have the energy within you right now to attain a frequency where you can clear your mind and clear your thoughts. Once you do, once the overthinking and the anxiety and whatever this is in your mind, it's like swords, like jabbing at you. Whatever this is, you'll be able to clear it. And that's when you see very clearly the next phase, the next path. This is coming up quick. You'll be clearing this quickly. It starts by you walking away from what doesn't serve you, from purging, from letting go of some kind of toxic relationship, from spending time with yourself, from learning about yourself, from some kind of routine, putting yourself on some kind of schedule or routine, or learning about something, doing something habitually every day. And then you're there. Somewhere very abundant where there are many new opportunities for you. You already see some of these opportunities coming in. There's a lot more. These feel financial, romantic, personal, stuff like that. On the surface, we have the Eight of Cups and the Three of Wands. Again, don't be afraid to change things up. What doesn't serve you, you're walking away at night and a new morning rises. There's something new for you when you walk away. Some of you may be encouraged to travel, to change your location, or just shake up something. But again, look at these three cards. On the surface, that's step one. Let's start a little bit of that love reading, and we'll finish it in the extended. This will help you understand if the love reading is going to resonate with you or not. Overall main energy between you and this person. Queen of Cups. 10 of Cups. Your energy. Their energy. Their energy. Both of you are going through significant changes right now. You've got Temperance, they've got Apotheosis. Very similar energies here of changing one's frequency. Now your person is a little bit more stuck in ego and a little bit more stubborn. They're thinking about making a change. They're not exactly there yet. I feel like they're still in their own kind of struggle or hell as it comes up. So it could be a lot of struggle. They could be a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Fire sign energy is pretty strong here. You also have Temperance, which is a Sagittarius card. But again, this is also just showing your balance, your higher frequency coming in, right? So I do see a little bit of stubbornness here, but it's like your person knows what to do to change at this time, and they're just kind of on the fence about it. Overall energy between you guys to check for resonance. Queen of Cups, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. 10 of Cups reversed, or we could put it in the upright, but I put it down in reverse. I kind of feel like somebody here is definitely still thinking about the connection and what could have been. With the 10 of Cups reverse, it's a lot of regret. There's a blindness here, so somebody, I'm going to clarify that. Somebody doesn't know what happened clearly or why, or they don't know how to proceed forward in the connection. Four of Wands. I almost feel like somebody thought that things were going okay and they feel blindsided by a abrupt conclusion to the connection. Somebody here is artistic. One of you is likely making poetry or a painting, and it's either about the other person, about the relationship, or it's a way to express themselves and what happened. We'll be diving into thoughts, feelings, and future actions on both sides, yours and theirs, as well as what to expect and advice in general in this connection. If this resonated, that'll be in the description box below in the extended. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Take care.